Today I'm explaining what an option period is. After my clients find their dream home and we get under contract, the next question always is, what do we do now? If you live in Texas, we call it an option period, but if you're coming from another state, you may be familiar with the terms contingency period, inspection period, or due diligence period. An option period is an agreed upon period of time after the buyer and seller have signed the real estate contracts during which the buyer can terminate the contract for any reason without risking their earnest money. Earnest money is the good faith money that buyers place into escrow when they submit their offer in order to demonstrate that they're serious about buying the property. An option period typically lasts between 7 and 10 days, but it can be any length of time agreed on by the buyer and seller. Buyers typically use this time to have the home inspected to make sure there's nothing substantially wrong with the property before they commit to purchase. The non-refundable option fee, which is typically a few $100s, is paid by the buyer that is usually applied to the closing costs if the buyer decides to move forward with the purchase. If the buyer decides to terminate the contract, they will not get the option fee back. So the next question I always get is, when does my option period start? In Texas, the option period begins the day after the contracts are signed by all parties. The agreed upon option fee must be paid by the third day of the option period. If the buyer decides to terminate the contract, they must give written notice by 5 p.m. on the last day of the agreed upon option period. I hope this helps and answers some of your questions. Just comment below or message me if you'd like some additional info.